Go ahead.
Ever since Baxter joined the band, I mean, things got very different for us, and tonight's one of those nights. I mean, the direction, the evolution of our music, of our art. God damn it. The idea was tonight to come into the studio and get down what we've been writing over the past like month or so, which has been a complete departure from where we used to be. There's a lot of differences tonight, melodically. Baxter has been writing all the music. I've been writing all the lyrics, and so we've been going along this track right now, and it's been a really kind of beautiful partnership. I don't want to say Bernie and Elton, but that's what it's kind of been like, you know. There's a real partnership here, and I wanted to document it as soon as we could possibly do it.
Hey, I'm the dick.
We did it as a 4 count. Then
Count
we held.
me. Sorry, I'm the dick.
Then we held the B minor till your visual.
Yes, yes.
Well, how many do you want to do?
That was it. That was.
Yeah, we did it right. No, he was the dick.
That's it. You guys hit it right. You ready to do it again, Vin? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm Smoke Bilsby. This is
Cat Bilsby.
this is
Baxter, Bilsby.
this is
Colin Bilsby.
this is
On the mom's side. I forget the real name. Papa.
Papa, they call me.
you know, the best thing about being in this band is like this right here, you know? It's a camaraderie. Fuck everyone else, man. You know, like we've had fun. We've had fun for ourselves, and that's what it's about, you know?
It's a Bilsby world.
We've done it the way
just
we
let other
wanted to
people
do
in.
it. And as older guys, maybe pretending that we're a family of brothers from Salem, Oregon would, you know, kind of intrigue people. And we didn't, listen, we didn't intentionally deceive anybody. If anybody asked, we always said, no, it's not true. But it was nice to go in there and see people's reactions, because they do react to you differently when they think you're a family of brothers from Salem, Oregon.
So, Everly Brothers. Two brothers. Allman Brothers. 2 brothers. What we have here is 4 brothers and a cousin. Put your hands together for the Bilsby Brothers.
Oh, lately things have been a little complicated. Quality of life has got me down. Well, the sex is cheap and the talk, it's overrated. And the boys and me are still working on the sound. A little happiness, a little love is all I wanted. Sure as hell thought I found it, I was wrong. She left my heart feeling tormented, and my memories all haunted. But it's her I have to thank for all my songs. going crazy, and the paranoia slowly creeping in. Oh, I keep drinking myself silly. The only way for this here Bilsby. And I thank God for this here life of sin. 2, 3, 4. Sitting on the rails, waiting for a turn again. No one goes on till our train is on the track again. Kids in the back, making for the night as in. No one gets out till our hostess gets back again. From a trip on a boat, now we're riding town. We got caught in a bad very bad. Trains don't understand, trains don't understand it.
My name is Andrew Wunderlich, aka Smoke Bilsby. We're here tonight at the Strand Theater. The whole idea started from the Allman Brothers, and that's when I started coming up with, man, that rolls off the tongue, the Allman Brothers. Just the word Bilsby came to me, like out of nowhere. I didn't even know it was a real last name, because it was just the syllables hit, Bilsby Brothers, and how nice that was rolling off the tongue. And we would sit and practice and we would joke and we'd say, Mace would be, well, I'm Cat Bilsby because he loves cats, you know, and I would say, what? And I just happened to watch a NASCAR race that day, and Tony Stewart was talking, and I was like, Smoke, what a great name. I'm Smoke Bilsby, you know, and then everybody else would come up with their own little name, and everybody else not only would add to their own thing, that was the best part of it, was watching people kind of add their own little flavor to it. It's been such a fun experience, you know, and I think it's confused a lot of our friends and family, you know. I mean, I think it's also, people don't know what to make of it, but, you know, I wouldn't change a thing. I think that we've had such a fun ride from this point out, and, you know, I'm so glad that we're here tonight celebrating it, and I really wanted to kind of document what this thing meant, not only to me, but to everybody else involved.
I don't want you interviewing me.
What the fuck, man?
Did I interview you?
Yes, you did.
Since when?
All right, Jared, ask him what the Bilsby Brothers meant to him and how he got in the band.
Well, you know, I'm the oldest Bilsby brother. My name is Vin. And I was looking for a bass player on Craigslist. And I see this band, this ad for looking for a drummer. You know, I answered the ad, and he said, hey, looking for do original music. And he said, I said, well, send me some demos. Let me see what you got. Maybe I can see if I can play along. Okay, sounds pretty good. Maybe we can hook up. We can try some audition. Maybe I'll come. Yeah, we got our own studio. We got our own practice place, he says. And why don't we set up an appointment and come down? So I do. I meet these guys. I knew instantly we clicked. I mean, it was just immediate. Let me tell you about Popeye. First of all, I mentioned it to my wife, Lee, who says, Popeye? Who the fuck is Popeye? That's the stupidest fucking name I ever heard. Why are you going along with that? I said, listen, I don't give a shit what they call me. They call me dickhead. I don't give a shit what they call me.
We do.
Listen, I just want to play music. I didn't care what they called me, and I told her that, and I tell everybody that. So Popeye I became. I'm kind of glad to drop the Popeye persona, to be honest. But, you know, I'd rather be known as Vin, and that's good.
My name is Colin Snell. I'm the sometimes guest guitarist of the Bilsby Brothers. And it's been a long ride with these guys. I first met Smoke, Andrew, when I was 2 weeks after my 18th birthday. Responded to an ad on Craigslist. I played with a lot of guitarists before, but I'd never really jibed with one other than Andrew. The way he sort of rides the rhythm allowed a sort of space for me to take over on lead and really weave in there with the way I interpret my guitar playing. You know, playing with Andrew was sort of defined the decade for me, and you know, I guess the Bilsbys have done that as well. And it's funny, I'm thinking about these songs we're playing tonight, and they're really Americana, and you know, they speak to these troubled characters, and you know, in their struggles, and it cuts to the core of the American character. And you know, America's a troubled country with a checkered past, and much like the Brothers, honestly, they paint a picture of America through the Americana music, and here we are, all culminating at the Strand Theater.
Before we play this last one, I just want to give a shout out to somebody sitting in the audience who the song is actually about. My beautiful and lovely wife, Danielle. Without her, none of this would be possible. Thank you for always being there for me and for us, and for letting me go out on Thursday, and then I say, wait, Saturday, but we're recording. Oh, okay, go. But Monday, we're doing. She's been there every step of the way. And this song is for you, baby. 1,
1st meeting, this was, you know, it was hysterical. We meet in a place called the Jam Room in Howell, New Jersey. And I don't know these guys from a hole in the wall. I know the drummer because we've been rocking and rolling together. And he brings me to this place I've never been before. I've never been in a studio, never saw these people, and I'm like waiting for somebody to say hello to me, and nothing. And they start playing. I'm like, what are you playing? I was like, what key is this? He's like, it's E. It's E. I'm like, okay. So I go along with it, and I'm playing, and I'm having a good time. I hadn't played a bass in ever. I was a guitar playing man. And they decide they're going to take a break midway through. And they leave me up in this room all by myself. And I'm like, what is wrong with these people? I'm like, who is this guy with the personality disorder? He doesn't say nothing. He doesn't. I'm like, oh, it's Andrew. Doesn't say anything to me. Comes back upstairs. I'm sitting on the drum seat by myself. He picks up his guitar. He doesn't say a word. I'm like, there's something wrong with this guy. The other guys come back up. They just start playing again. I start playing again. Finally, the next hour's up, and I'm like, that was good. I imagine I'll never see these people again. And the guy with the personality disorder says to me, he says, you know, it was a real pleasure playing with you tonight. And I was like, I was like, nobody's ever said that to me before. I'm like, oof, it's pretty cool. And I was hooked, man. My real name is May Sleater, but I am Cat Bilsby. I am Cat Bilsby in mind and thought. We are one and the same. I'm a rock and roll man, as is he. I was always a rock and roll man. I'm still going to be a rock and roll man. And nothing is over for me.
been trapped for more on the second floor. I got out, I won't be trapped no more. Raise your window away, I need out on the floor. Oh, there'll never be no one talking that stuff they don't do.
Funny thing about life is that you really never know when it's the last time you're doing something. The last time you're making love with somebody who then you break up. The last time you see somebody in your life and you heard that they died. The last time you visit a place and you realize 30 years have gone by and you've never gone back. And so to have the awareness that something is ending and then folding into something else that's beginning is really a unique moment of consciousness. My name is Mark Weiner. I'm 60 years old and I'm damn proud of it. I was born in the 50s. I came of age in the 70s, and that has sculpted much of my perspective about what I'm doing. For the first non-sexual time, I went to Craigslist and I saw an ad. So what I did was I took some of the cuts from earlier bands, I put them up on Dropbox, and I wrote to the person at the other end of the ad, who was Andrew, and I said, hey, I think we may have a communion, we may have a unity here. Listen to this stuff and see what you think. He wrote back to me, asked me who my influences were. I came back with Nicky Hopkins and Richard Manuel, and pretty much the deal was sealed right then and there, even though we hadn't met and even though we hadn't played together. I'm richer and fuller in life for having met and become friends with and songwriting partners with Andrew, but also to have gotten to know in the fire, in the crucible of live performance, where there's a lot of waiting and then an intensity of moment, and then the moment is over and all of a sudden you're unloading your own gear, right? I mean, that's a lot to go through in one evening with a collection of the same people over and over again. And I'm enriched to have come to know Vin and Mace and Colin. I was once interviewed early in the summer about how we wrote songs, and at that point, Andrew and I had just started writing together. And so everything said then has grown and expanded. But I ended that by saying, you know what? I'm just grateful for the opportunity, and that's still true. I am grateful for the opportunity to write songs with Andrew, and I'm grateful that even though I'm not interested in performing, that there are people who are interested in performing them, and I have found people who are interested in hearing them. And it's been a great ride, and it's just that now the ride changes. That's all. It's not over, it's just different.
I hear the voice sounds to me now that humble like George Jones. Not that put together, not that fully formed in tone. The artist and the actor stuck in this body of the Lord. Not knowing my own father or his never allowed to mourn. To play dead, confuse both sides and draw the joker's card. Getting my feet on the ground seems easy but so hard. You don't understand, please realize that I'm scarred. Leans on you, put it back down to the boulevard. Last I made with my own callous hands. It's fun to dream the final dream and all the elaborate plans. It's going down the long slip right back through that solid ground. Last I made out very deep and nowhere to be found.
Let's hear it for the Bilsby Brothers, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from Salem, Oregon. I forgot to ask them if their hearts were tired.